Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about function overloading. We are going to see what is polymorphism, how to define an overloaded function with some example program. Java language facilitates designing a number of functions with the same function name. So Java allows you to create functions with the same name. However, their parametric type must be different. So if you use functions of the same name, there should be some difference in the parameters so that it can identify what function is what for what purpose. Such functions are called overloaded functions. So if you have a function which has functions which has same name, but there is some difference in parametric type, we call it as overloaded function. This full system is said to be function overloading. This full concept, you call it as function overloading. We are going to see what is polymorphism. Already we know polymorphism is one of the principle of object oriented programming. It is a process of declaring functions with the same name but for different purpose. So you can have many functions with the same name, but each and every function will be used for different purpose. Through function overloading, Java implements polymorphism. So Java implements polymorphism concept through this function overloading technique. On invoking the functions, it finds the best match of arguments with the function parameters. So when you try to call a function, it will try to match either by the parameter, number of parameters, or by the parameter types. So it matches and then it will start executing it. Now you are going to see defining overloaded functions. The parameters used in the function header are known as function signature. So this function signature is very important in function overloading because this function signature only defines the function and then it differs from each and every function. The reason is you will have a same function name, but the signature, that is the parameter, will differ. So this function signature, which involves function name and the function signature, is very important in function overloading. The method are treated to be same if the type and the number of parameters are same. Suppose if you have the same functions with the same type of parameters and also the number of parameters is also same, then it is considered as same and it doesn't have any difference. Parameter lists must be different in their types or number while defining them. So the parameter list should be either differs in the number of parameters or in their types. Maybe one will be integer, another will be double, or in another function it will be first one will be double and second one will be integer. So we are going to discuss about it. We are going to see some of the valid overloaded function. So we have two types. One is difference in parameter types. So in these, all these are different, but it looks similar. You can see double area in all the four functions, which is declared as double and return type is double and the function name is area, but the difference is here, the signature, that is the parameters. The first function you have two integer parameter, that is integer type. Second one, first one is integer, second one is double, and third one you have first variable is a double and then second variable is integer. So both are different. And then finally you have both are double. So we can see that each and every function has some difference. So difference in parameter types. The second type is difference in number of parameters. So first function you have only one parameter, second function you have two parameters, third function you have three parameters. So these are the two types of valid overloaded function. You can see invalid type. Here you can see the function name is area and you have two integer. And both the function have two integer, either whether it is a different variable, it doesn't matter, but both are integers in this both the functions. So since you have both integer type, you call it as invalid because it computer treat it as the same function. Now you are going to see one program example how to use function overloading, and you are going to find the area of the geometrical figures, that is area of circle, area of square and area of rectangle. The formula is given here. So area of circle is pi r square, area of square is a square and area of rectangle is L into B. So this is the program example. We have a class area shapes and which has three functions. So we will discuss one by one. So first function is, you can see the return type is double and the function name is area, and you can see the parameter, you have only one parameter and its type is double, and this is used to find the area of the circle. So after finding pi, that is 3.14 is the pi value, into math.pow 2 comma r comma 2, that is r square, which will be multiplied by the pi value and will be stored in CIR, and which will be returned. So CIR is a double type, so that it will match this return type, so it will return the circle result. Next function is, you have integer is the return type, function name is area, and the parameter, you have one parameter, the two it is integer. So you can see that first function and second function is having only one parameter, but the difference is first function it is double and second function it is integer, so it is acceptable. So this function is used to find the area of square, so that is math.pow s comma 2, which will return a double value, but since you are going to return an integer value to the main function, you are going to declare an integer variable which stores the result. Since it is an integer variable, you have to use a typecast to convert the double value which will be generated by math.pow into integer, and it will be stored in SQ, and then it will be returned using the return statement. And the final function is, return type is double, function name is same, area, and it has two parameters, both are double, and the variables are L and B, which has the value of length and breadth of the rectangle, which where you are going to use it for in the formula L into B, which will be the area of the rectangle, and it will be stored in REC, that is a double type, because the return type is double, and also it will be returned. So return statement will return the REC value to the main function. So here the main function, you will be creating an object, so the OB is the object for the class area shape, and you have three resultant variable, so it will, whatever the value is returned from the functions will be stored in these variables. So square will return, square function will return integer value, so it will be stored in integer value SQR, and remaining function returns double value, so you are having circle area and then RECT for storing the area of circle and rectangle respectively. Now CIRC is the variable which stores the value which will be returned from area 5.3. So this will decide which function to be evaluated. See here, you are having a double value. Since you are having a double value, it will automatically match the area of circle function. Okay, so this parameter will pass to the area of circle function, and it will return the double value which will be stored in CIRC. The next function SQR equal to OB.area. Here you are having integer value. Okay, so automatically it will match the second function, that is square, and it returns the integer value which will be stored in SQR. And final line is RECT equal to OB.area 6.2 comma 3.6, both are double value, so it will directly go to the third function which will return the area of rectangle, and it will be stored in RECT. Now after getting the values, it will be printed one by one, area of circle, area of square, and area of rectangle. So that is the answer what you got here. So this is how you are going to get the values from the user, or assign the values and pass it on to the function. According to the input, it automatically selects the function. So this concept we call it as function overloading. So hope you understood this video. We will meet in the next video. Till then, thank you.